Hello, Gemini, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot, and it is time for June Tarotscopes. I've got a new deck this time. This is, I had to check the box. This is the Magical Hours Tarot deck. And as always, these are general readings for a general Gemini audience. So take what resonates, leave the rest. I invite you to check out the videos for all of your major astrological placements. So your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. I'm going to shuffle for you, but if you've been here before, you know that I always fast forward the video over the shuffling part and just get into the reading for you. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'll catch up with you in just a second when I'm ready to lay out the cards. See you there. Okay, Gemini, let's see what we've got. The Hierophant, the King of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Magician, and the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. This is very interesting. Okay, so starting with the Hierophant. For me, the Hierophant is a card that's a lot about community, but community that has sort of rules, agenda. That can be something like a school, whether it's a traditional school or a more informal school. That could be the difference between like a university or like a community-based school, or even something where you go and take classes on like palmistry or tarot card reading, something like that, or a class online for, like painting or something like that. The fact that the Hierophant is paired, though, with the Ace of Swords does suggest a sort of going back to school or gaining some sort of knowledge, starting a new chapter. So this could be you starting a new licensing program, finishing off a degree, a formal kind of training program, or it could be an informal training program. For some of you, though, this is likely to be something in the arena of writing, communicating, branding, something along with communication, because the swords tends to be the suit of ideas, written communication, philosophy, the law, branding, networking, technology, somewhere in that sort of the transmission of ideas and thoughts and communication. So some of you may be going back to school or finishing up your thesis, writing a novel, or joining a writing program, something like that. Take it as it resonates for you. It may be as simple as even just taking a class on branding, getting better at your branding your for social media, branding your channel for a product or your business, something like that. We do see in the sort of the next row here, the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles can be an entrepreneurial card. So for some Gemini, this could be about really getting serious about your business. For those of you that are entrepreneurial minded, especially paired with the Magician, as the Magician is manifesting, getting all their tools together, and kind of going next level with their dreams, right? The Magician kind of pairs their talents and their vision with gumption and getting out into the real world, putting the sort of razzle dazzle on their dreams, and believing in their vision, bringing it to an audience, and taking action on their visions, and kind of becoming that entrepreneur CEO that the King of Pentacles could be. Now, whether the King of Pentacles is a version of you as that entrepreneur, or the King of Pentacles is someone that helps you with your business, or your sort of achieve the next step in your goals, it might be different for different Geminis, right? For some Geminis, depending on what your industry is or what your goals are, you might need an agent or, an advisor to help you either bankroll or connect you with someone else. Like, some of us need an agent or an advisor or, some sort of intermediary to get us the job or the connection or the financing or whatever. So this King of Pentacles could be a person outside of you that is that intermediary or that job, that supervisor, that boss, that person that offers you the job or has the connection that you need, or that could be you in the role as your own CEO, kind of taking the next steps, making your vision a reality in the real world. I have to say, another way this could play out for some Gemini is, some Geminis, is partnership, a romantic partnership, because we have both the King and Queen of Pentacles. So no matter your sort of gender or sort of romantic orientation, this could be a romantic partnership, a strong romantic partnership, either forming or going to the next level. This is a sort of a symbol of a divine connection here. Again, no matter your sort of gender expression or orientation. So take that as it resonates for you. This is a very sort of fertile, connected couple, too. So if you are looking to become pregnant, this would be an excellent time to try. If you are definitely not, take your precautions, I would say that, because the Queen of Pentacles can be very fertile and very fruitful. Let's see what else. Now, there is one sort of heads up card here in your reading with the Five of Swords. This can be a do-over card. And this can come, again, a couple of different ways depending on your situation, Gemini. It's going to be different for different Gemini. The Five of Swords typically indicates a time when there was maybe some misinformation, some miscommunication, some misunderstanding. And so the Five of Swords indicates a time when you can go back and get it right. You might hear from somebody who has an apology for you. You might be the one who needs to give somebody an apology. And by the way, not for nothing, the fact that this card kind of comes in between our divine couple here It could be that someone has an apology for you, an ex has an apology, and that's what gets this divine couple back together. I always say that if an ex comes back with an apology, you do want to be real sure that, you know, the ex has done some real work on themselves, and you have done work on yourself. Otherwise, it doesn't make a lot of sense to get back with someone with whom no growth has happened in the interim, right? You do want to make sure that the problems that broke you apart aren't, it doesn't make sense to get back together with someone with whom the problems are still there, right? But if someone from the past understands why there were problems in the past and has worked on themselves, and you understand and take responsibility for any part you may have had or in a misunderstanding, and these misunderstandings can be cleared up and resolved, and honest apologies are shared on both sides, then it might be worth moving forward, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be just a romantic thing either. It could be that a misunderstanding could happen in the workplace, a misunderstanding could happen with a family situation. There could be a miscommunication happened, just anywhere. You'll know how it could affect you. So keep an eye or an ear open for a message coming in that could unlock an opportunity for you, or clear up a mystery, allow you to move forward in some area of your life in June. But I would say this reading is talking mostly to areas of communication, probably school or possibly a religious or a spiritual setting, a connection, which could be romantic. It could also be work or family. There's a message here to believe in your dreams, your goals, get out there and go after whatever it is, your job or your ambition. Believe in your vision and broadcast, whatever it is, get your branding, your social media polished, and share your message, your music, your vision, whatever it is that you do, your widgets or your product or whatever it is that you do, get it out there, because this is a month where you can make real progress. And if it's time to clear up a misunderstanding or issue an apology, this is a time when you can clear up those misunderstandings as well. So this is a really lovely reading, Gemini. I hope you like it. If so, I hope you'll consider leaving a comment or subscribe. In any case, thank you so much for stopping by. Until next time, take good care. Bye for now.